Okay. This is my first time doing this, making some type of like YouTube video. A friend of mine suggested that I kind of come on here and talk about the books that I read. I usually, when I'm done reading books, I will go and make TikToks, just talking about them, reviewing them. If I would recommend them, she always tells me that I speak proper. Um, that I sound like I know what I'm talking about. Um, so I figured I kind of do an experiment and kind of try this one, especially because I have not ever used my camera before on this new computer, and I was curious to see how it works, and the quality is pretty good. I didn't maybe realize how good because you can see how crap my room looks. It is still a work in progress. My dad decided to DIY my room, knock down the wall, which you can tell where it was. Still in transformation. So it kind of gave me an idea to call this segment maybe Trailer Park Book Review. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if I continue, if I get unlazy to do this. So here I go. The book I just finished was this here, Young Elizabeth, Elizabeth I and Her Peerless Path to the Crown by Nicola Tallis. I just actually finished this last night. It's about Elizabeth I's early life, starting, when she was born, when obviously her mom was executed and how her life was affected afterwards. Um, her relationships with her father's other wives. We do know that Elizabeth was close to Catherine Parr. She lived with her afterwards. It also speaks um, on what happened after Thomas Seymour came into the picture. It talks about Elizabeth's relationship with her brother Edward. It talks about her relationship with her sister Mary. Um, how it is all affected when Edward is on the throne, and then when he passes away, how and Mary becomes, queen. How their kind of relationship kind of goes downhill and how Mary becomes paranoid, um, not just because she's already very herself, but because you have other people, in her ear telling her things. Um, and like how her relationship with her sister's husband, of course, Philip, um, and uh, everything. Kind of like how everything was, when she went to the tower, and, of course, what happened when Mary passed and things like that. She even goes on to explain there are certain times where they're not clear, where Elizabeth was or what she was doing during certain points because not everything survives, like documents and diaries and so on and so forth. But I did uh really enjoy this one. Um I Not that I follow her on social media, but I follow other people who suggested this book, and usually if they suggest it, I will usually end up reading it. Um so would I recommend this one? I would. Especially if you're just a fan in history in general, or you're very interested in the life of Elizabeth I, or even if you're a fan of the Tudor period, or Anne Boleyn is something I would recommend. I will also say that the majority of the books I read are nonfiction. For whatever reason, I made the switch from fiction to nonfiction. I'm not one of those people who read like dark romance or anything. You won't generally catch me reading those. It's hard for me to finish a fiction book, but best believe your girl can read a nonfiction book like nobody's problem. Like I enjoy like lots of different history books and stuff. Uh, so yeah. we'll see how this goes and if I remember um to do another possible YouTube video. So yeah, I think we'll call this Trailer Park Book Review. Um, and so yeah, we'll see how this goes.